Man, you got to be joking me. Listen, somebody said, man, you late. You gonna do the midday show? That's pitiful. That's pitiful, y'all. Y'all know how I be though. Listen, I don't like to be controlled. I can't be on no time schedule because I'm ornery. Okay. But we in here nonetheless now. Nonetheless, listen, quick little update on what's going on around here in Locaville. Hey, fine. What's up, VT? Let me see the comment. Yeah, welcome to Loca and the Midday Show. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Already? Let's see here. Yeah, man. December the 14th, Tuesday. Already. What's up, Spiky? And Liddy Rivers? Yep. Hey, Liddyville, Kim, Mid Debbie, Toya, Taking Charge, Shay, Serenity, Pisces. Hey, we in here. What up, Leo? Yep. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Shout out to my moms for the one time, and happy midday Tuesday to everybody in the building. Here we are. What time is it? And it's 2 o'clock where I'm at. And I'm gonna tell y'all to be ashamed of myself. But I had some things that I needed to get into, and I hope that everybody else took care of their business today as well. We always used to say that if you can accomplish one goal out of the day, do one thing productive and constructive out of the day, then you are doing something good. How many of y'all have heard that? If you can get one thing good done out of the day, then you've done something good, right? I think we need to get into this midday Mayday, y'all. Y'all ready? Because we in here. Now, if I could get you guys to thumbs up the video real quick, listen, we'll be A-OK around here. Now, as y'all know, I figured out for all of the content creators that are producing content on this here YouTube platform, I'm going to put y'all up on game about something, okay? Now, I don't know if they listening or not. Hey, listen, I cannot be muted and I can't be filtered. It's just not going to happen, okay? YouTube is playing games. Now, what they do is they let you get up to a certain algorithm, and I don't know how many other content creators have noticed this, but they have once again turned the algorithm down on the analytic scale. How many of y'all have noticed that? I don't know why they think we're walking around with YouTube blinders on there. Okay, we see what's going on around here. Yeah, and so even with the bigger YouTubers, YouTubers that have millions of subscribers, the same thing is going on. Because I had to, go ahead and get my observation skills exercise for the one time. And that's what I noticed. Like, they are really playing with people's numbers. And so what do you do but keep on grinding, right? So hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Tuesday, y'all. We in here. And y'all know they don't like that. We don't give a darn, though. If the sun ain't out where you are, you already know what to do. You represent the sun for the one time, right? Shouting out all the Sages in the room. It is still Sage season. Lord, help us. Calgon. Still Sage season. And you know that we went ahead and described what that energy is giving around about this time on As the Planets Turn. Who are you? Astrology magic. Who are you? Well, I'll tell you what. The same energy that was going on yesterday is going on today. There's still that Aggie energy in the air, okay? And don't be surprised if you hear from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, or that you could have been thinking about last week or a couple of days ago. It's a It's pop-up season. Folk finna be popping up. It could be an ex, it could be an old friend, it could be a distant relative. Just know that somebody's finna call you. Somebody gonna pop up that ain't been around for a while. Okay. Now it could be because it's Christmas time, sis. Okay. They might just be trying to get added on that Christmas list. But giving this energy, we still are in retrograde. And so this is the time where you protect your energy by protecting your peace first. Okay. Be careful about who is in your circle. Think before you speak for the one time. Okay. Think before you speak. Right. Because you can't take words back. And there is a particular energy given out here. Okay. That is going to make you want to speak up, just kind of speak out of pretense for the one time. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. So the question is, who are you? We ain't worried about how you doing, how you feeling. That is the question. Hey, Miss Roslyn, thumbs me up for the one time, y'all. We in here, midday, Mayday. Happy Tuesday. What's the title of the video? The title of the video is, oh goodness, the title of the video, delete the whole channel. Quick little message and topic of discussion before we get into this celebrity news. Midday Mayday. Listen, some people need to do just that. Oh my goodness. When we get into this word on the curb here shortly later on today, this evening. Oh man. Now, some of y'all may be surprised. Some of y'all may not. Hey, B Sugar and Capricorn. What's up, Jill? Yep. Some of y'all may be surprised. Some of y'all may not. Now, just like there's a dark and light in every aspect of any living creature, anything that lives, there's a dark and a light, right? But can you believe that with some of your YouTube content creators, there is a dark and light with them as well? I think they have mastered the skill of duality in some form, right? So for instance, the channel that you have thousands of viewers on, or that your family and friends watch, you want to keep that cute and keep that clean, right? But then in a whole nother rim, right in the crevice of a crack of a corner on these YouTube streets, you got another channel. And on that channel, you are downright wretched, ornery, raunchy, grimy, gutter bucket, and scandalous, if I do say so myself. Shout out to Mo for the one time. Hey, Sugar. Yep. And so delete the whole damn channel, because listen, it don't matter how many channels you make, what goes on in the dark will come out in the light. How y'all feeling about that? Now, one thing about myself, right? I have lived a life that I could be bragging on at this point, but I am one of those people that feel like you should be humble to the day you die, right? So it's the way to talk about things without bragging. But I have had some life experiences where, Loca should be bragging right about now, okay? I mean it. I really have. And I'm sure everybody in the building has had an experience or two that they can sit back and brag about. You also should be having a moment in your life where you can look back and say, okay, I'm this age now. What have I accomplished throughout my journey? What do I still wish to accomplish throughout my journey? You should be able to look back 5 years from now and say, okay, back then, I had a potty mouth. My mouth was bad back then. Right? Good thing I have cleaned my mouth up, right? I'm not as quick-tempered as I used to be. I'm not as potty-mouthed as I used to be. Those are some things that you should be able to look back and say, I've grown, I've flourished, I've changed, right? I never want to be in my 50s and 60s and look at yesterday's video and be ashamed of myself. I mean, knowing is growing, isn't it? Isn't knowing growing? And I'll be darned if I want to look at something that I did last week in my prime years, in my ages of prime, and be ashamed of myself. Or have to create other channels so that I can present that dark side of myself. Flame up that chat if you follow me for the one time. Oh, something's moving around here. Things done got to jumping up and falling off the table, and something's going on around here. Spirit must appreciate me bringing up this here topic, okay? And so for all my ladies, even you hating ass bushwatchers that can't stand old Loca but want to be like Loca and can't help but to watch old Loca on a day-to-day basis, you know that I'm going to give you a gift if I don't do nothing, right? You always get a verbal gift from Loca. And so if you got to go buy an apartment, go rent an apartment, but you own a house, you live in a house, but you got to go rent an apartment so that you can go sleep with whoever you want to sleep with and go do drugs and whatever it is you do, then something is the matter with that picture, right? If you got a full-time job as a top quality executive at a corporate office, but you work around there in the nighttime doing trade and sexual favors, something is the matter with that picture. If you are a YouTuber and you have a big channel that was made to be successful by being respectable at your age, given your image, but you got to go around the corner around there and make a channel that's just as gutter bucket and grimy as it is, something is the matter with that picture. You should not have to go out of your way to express your true whole self. Oh, I'm just saying. And so we should be able to use life experiences as an example to be an influence on how we act on this YouTube. Let's just say that Miss Jacqueline Renee, right, had YouTube channels. Okay, maybe not so popular, but popular enough to be an algorithm, right? You create a YouTube channel because your nephew has a YouTube channel, right? Your nephew's been on YouTube for a few years. So they were there first, right? But you see that they're doing pretty good on their YouTube channel. So you decide as an aunt or an uncle, hey, I think I'll create me a YouTube channel as well. Would you not be conscious of the nieces and the nephews that could possibly tune into your channel from time to time? How many of you would be proud to have an aunt or an uncle on YouTube that cussed worse than a fucking refugee from a concentration camp in Somalia, that is? How many of you would want your grandmother, great aunt, or uncle on this here YouTube using words that Project Pat wouldn't even use? How many of you all would want your grandmother, auntie, mother, or uncle on YouTube throwing up gang signs and talking about sexual favors as if you guys were colleagues in college? Oh, I'm just saying, you should never have to sneak around there to be your damn self. Because if you do, I'm going to suggest that you go on ahead and delete the whole channel. Because we ain't going, okay? Nope, you can't fool us. We see you.
Paving this shit crazy.
So shout out to all the ladies in the room. Listen, man, we in here. And they hate it. Thank you for joining me on Loca and the Midday Show. Listen, we're going to get into some of this midday, Mayday celebrity news. Say it ain't so, okay? Now that I have you guys full undivided attention, and I see that some of y'all are with me for the one time, appreciate that. I do. What is the moral to the whole story? Be yourself, okay? If you're wretched, ain't no part around these YouTube streets, no crack, no crevice, no corner, no alley that you can go in or hang around that we ain't gonna find out about. Ain't nowhere you can hide. There's no other channel you can create if you're rotten and wretched. Just be yourself on your big channel and your little channel, bitch. Okay, you know, we ain't going either way. And so if you are, you know, if you pus on the inside, eventually you're gonna bust. You can't hide the true self for you for too long. Okay, eventually it's gonna come out on both channels. Or all channels. It don't matter how many channels you create, right? Message of the day, be yourself, okay? It's so much easier, right? I hope everybody in the building is doing wonderful on this Tuesday, midday, y'all. Y'all know time is flying. Listen, not only are we only a few days away from the ultimate food battle, okay? Then I'm still feeling a little iffy about it. I just got to say it. I need to reach out to Elle for the one time and see how he's feeling. However, it is still days away from Christmas, okay? Flame up the chat if you are in the building and you are looking forward to Christmas, okay? And thumbs me up while you at it, because we in here. And y'all know they don't like that, right? How many of y'all are excited for the holiday season? Christmas and the new year. Put a hammer in the chat if it don't phase you, you ain't worried about it. Put a flame in the chat if you're excited about the, you know, the new year and the holiday season. Let us know how y'all feeling. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We in here. I'm gonna wait on that too. Come on in. Okay, so I do see that there are some people that are excited. Spread that love, y'all. Spread that love. Keep that energy going so that the people that are surrounded by you or the people that you come across pathwise, that they feel that energy and they get into the loving, giving, receiving holiday spirit as well. It's all about energy, y'all. That's why in the beginning of these morning and midday shows, we talk about energy, the planets that's given, and the zodiac signs that are involved. What that astrology looking like? Hey, Zena and Renee. Hey, Lucy Boo again. Hey, Kelly. Because everything is based off of energy, and it can be spread. You can spread love just like you can spread hate, and it all starts with energy. Pass it on, okay? Ain't nothing wrong as long as we're not intaking the lie that was told to us about it being your favorite God's birthday and all of this old Kris Kringle BS dung on the play. Then, you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. You know what you know. Use that time not to celebrate a paganized holiday, a lie, something that is occultic, something that is really demonic. Take that time and use it for what you do know. That, you know, is that you have a family, people that love you. You're able to give, right? You're humble and grateful to be able to receive. You know, counteract it, reverse the motive, okay? And so, you know, don't you know that you could just be walking past somebody on the pavement or in a building or at the grocery store, and your energy will bleed off on somebody just that fast, right? Have you ever had a day where you left the house and you're feeling good, and everybody you come across says, hey, how you doing today? Hey, how's it going today? Oh, you look nice today, right? But then there's that time where you get up and you leave the house and you like, I ain't feeling it. Well, that might be the day that you, God forbid, have some type of fender bender, have an altercation with a co-worker, you know, fall out with one of your friends, or even, a stranger for that matter. That will be a day that's considered not so good because you woke up like that. You created that energy for your day. And I don't know how many times I can stress that. So if you are excited about the holiday season, then listen, get into it and spread that energy. We need it as much as we can get it, because this new year, 2022, y'all, is not about to be no game. Okay. Now, you know that a lot of people like to consider things that are mentioned that are not seen from bald eye view. Things that are mentioned that are not seen right from the bald eye. So in other words, what the media, what the industry, or, political perspectives want you to do is only use your eyes that are embedded in your head. They don't want you to use that third eye, which can receive energy and discern its environment, surroundings, and any other thing that's going on spiritually. Okay. So when they use that word conspiracy, it is pretty much to totally deny discernment. You can't speculate. We don't want you to speculate. We don't want you. Thank you, Noonday Boo. Much love. Yep. I was worried about you now. You've been missing her lately. You better start coming around here where we know you around here. Okay. But we love you, sis, and you know that. But yeah, that's what the media wants to do. They want to totally just throw out the idea of having discernment. So if you didn't see it, if you can't prove it, then it's not real. That's how the media wants it to be. Hey, Kim, but we know that's not true. And so with the things that are coming up in the new year with this new world of an order, I would once again advise everybody to take everything you see and hear seriously, because they are putting out pre-warnings. We are in the time of Aquarius. We are in the fifth dimension. Time is speeding up and everything will be unveiled. All truths will be revealed. But by the time they finish with their agenda to have AI, artificial intelligence, take over, you will be too much like a robot in the brain to even care. So for instance, a dinosaur could be walking down the sidewalk, but they have crystallized your third eye. They have mushed your brain with electronics and all of this social media stuff. And so you wouldn't be fazed if you saw Jurassic Park right outside your damn door. They've dumbed you down, made you as a robot. No emotion, no response, no reaction. So this is why it's important to spread energy, especially if it's positive energy. That's all I'm saying. Now, speaking of politics, okay, I want you all to get into this here article that the Shade Room presented it. Shout out to the Shade Room, Black owned, Black operated. I guess I like them today. Y'all know we usually fall out, me and the Shade Room, round about Wednesday. Okay, on Hump Day, I'm done with them. Anyway, the federal government will do everything it can to help those impacted by this weekend's storm. President Joe Biden shares an updated statement that the federal government will do everything it can to help those impacted by the recent tornado. Now, I want to speak on this very, very briefly, okay? I want to mention that the last time I heard of a tornado, because I believe the tornado has hit Tennessee right about now, or has impacted the borders of Tennessee. It started in Kentucky and it has migrated, south. Okay. And so, I'm going to tell you, I heard of the elders in my family speaking of a tornado back in the 70s, which was before my time. Okay. But this would have been one of the worst tornadoes ever. Now, I'm going to say that the whole tornado ordeal is strange and suspicious. If you don't know about HARP, okay, then I need you to go do your own research about HARP and how the weather can be controlled. natural disasters can be man-made. What you would consider a natural disaster could be electronically orchestrated. They can make it rain. They can make it snow. They can make it tsunami. Okay? Believe it or not. Do your research on HAARP. Okay? Let's take a listen at this article.
We'll do everything.
If it lets me. Let's see. Thumbs me up, y'all, if y'all in here. Yeah, let's see what he's talking about, because we know he's full of shit.
Provide an update on the deadly and devastating tornadoes that moved across several states in central United States, including touching down across 227 miles.
So hopefully that wasn't echoing. So he goes on to say that the tornado stretched 227 miles. That is massive. Okay. So here are some pictures of the disaster. Here, prayers going out to everybody that was affected in my state and surrounding counties in my state, which is Kentucky. For anybody that wanted to know or is new to the channel, Mayfield, Kentucky is showing you a picture of the disaster right there. Okay, so prayers going out to anybody in the building who has family members or even these people directly. Okay, this is a crisis. And as you can see, this tornado knocked brick houses down. Okay. So here is a panoramic view of the damage that it did to some of the $1 million homes, some of them being brick homes. I mean, it even uprooted some trees. Okay. If you look at this picture here, this building is, blown away to rubbish. So as I mentioned, you guys, this is a time to take everything seriously. If, people are not being affected by CV, that deadly thing that's going on and has been going on since last year, then they could have been in an affected area due to something pertaining to the weather. Okay. So it's all about control, keeping control. And so, we never want to forget that there is an agenda at hand, many of them. And, to narrow it all down, part of it is pertaining to getting a lot of people out of here. Okay. Now, please keep in mind, because I know that they watching. Okay. They always watching. They always looking. All right. The copyright use law is put in place. Okay. And the disclaimer for this entire channel, especially this portion of the video, is that this video is being used for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay. Just want to let that be known for the one time. Right. Moving on to agendas. Right now, I thought I touched on this yesterday pertaining to Elon Musk. Okay. We say his name quite often around here. Okay. And the reason why is because Elon is one of those billionaires who may not even be fully human. Don't forget, I also showed you guys 2 million humanoids in China that were in military based. I showed you 2 million clones, 2 million humanoids on NBC. Okay. I believe he's one of them. Okay. Now, those are just my beliefs. This man is the reason why on your break, you look at YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. When they created these platforms for a psychological study on a psychological, neurological basis, okay? They didn't create these social media networks for you to have fun. They didn't create these social media networks so you can take pictures of yourself and look pretty on the picture. They didn't make these social media networks so that you would have an easier life in meeting people and networking socially. They created these networks so that they could study your mind, see how you work. What will you respond to? What will the masses respond to? How will they respond? So everything is built off of a psychological basis. So the reason why he's so important is because he was aware of this. There are videos out here in the media of him expressing how upset with himself he was for creating such a monster. So basically, this is like the Einstein of the new age, Elon Musk is. He created a new era. He was successful with the introduction to this new world of an order. So it's very important that y'all understand that this is not just some rich white man, okay? This man is responsible for changing the way of the world. Understand that. Elon Musk named Time Magazine's Persons of the Year. Let's get into it. Time Magazine finally announced its 2021 Person of the Year, and it's none other than technology innovator and the current wealthiest man in the world, goddammit, Elon Musk. Following heavy prediction on social media regarding who would be chosen as Time Official Person of the Year, once the choice was revealed, many were definitely not surprised that Elon Musk found himself at the very top of the list. Pointing to the host of the game-changing accomplishments in 2021, Time reports of just how influential Elon Musk is, not only in America, but all over the world. His startup rocket company, SpaceX, is leading the way to America's future in space. His car company, Tesla, controls 2/3 of the multi-billion-dollar electrical vehicle market. It created and is now worth $1 trillion, which has allowed Elon Musk to now be the richest private citizen in history, with a fortune totaling $300 billion, the magazine states. Ooh, bitch, I think I'm gonna have to take me a little sip of my Coke. Oh yeah, I gotta take a drink. Woo! Additionally, Musk has had his hands in a host of other projects and ambitions, including robots and solar, cryptocurrency, and climate and freight at supersedes. Now let's dissect what that just meant. Okay, cryptocurrency. They want to get rid of the cash. They don't want no more money. They want everything to be done through the fingertip or through the brain. They want finger banking. Cryptocurrency will be the beginning to the end of physical dollar bills. You have to understand that they feel like they have every right to persuade you to not use cash anymore, being that they are the ones that introduced you to cash in the first place. It's always been their way, right? Then it goes on to say climate control. This goes back to HARP, HARP, that one functioning engine that controls your rain, sleet, and snow. Don't forget about Bill Gates' project, Block the Sun. Yeah, I don't know if we got a whole lot of time, but I'm sure feeling like I want to get into it, but I think we're going to move on. Y'all know what it is, right? Brain computer implants, okay? That's that chip. That's that chip that could be controlled by a motherboard, that could probably cause you to drop dead at the flip of a switch. So they basically are using him as an icon to make the entire world, including human beings, artificial. And I hope y'all following me. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thumbs me up for the one time, y'all. We is in here, and I damn sure appreciate it, okay? 'Tis the season, right? It's the time of giving and a time of receiving. And a time of receiving. So if you're in a giving mood, don't forget to support the channel, okay? And at the end of the day, don't be frightened by this creature in front of us, okay? I do believe he is a humanoid, okay? And they are now giving him praise for changing the world. He changed the world, all right. He started the process of robotizing human beings. And whether people want to acknowledge it or not, you can't live without that phone. You can't go a day without checking in on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and so on and so forth. And so why wouldn't they push it a little bit? They were successful so far. Right? Ooh, good God Almighty, good God Almighty. I hope everybody's okay. Listen, what's our saying around here? Don't be scared, be prepared. Celebrity heat, say it ain't so. Oh, good God, say it ain't so. So now I want to move on, y'all. Okay. I don't want to scare y'all too bad, but y'all know it's best that we go ahead and update with the update on what's going on around here, or else, you know, people would just think that the only thing that's really happening is YouTube. Okay. And please believe there is far more going on than YouTube. Okay. Now let's get into some hood news for the one time, if you don't mind. I thought this story was pretty interesting, being that, you know, they took the time out to even make this a story. A pregnant woman, a woman carrying an infant, and a third woman are accused of attacking beauty store employees with pepper spray and stealing wigs. For some reason, beauty knows no price, but these three women might have a bill coming their way that includes some prison time. On Sunday, a beauty supply store owner revealed that a pregnant woman, a woman carrying an infant, and a third woman collectively robbed their store named The Beauty Plug. Posting on their Instagram business page, the owner shared photos of the unidentified alleged perpetrators. Apparently, the three women entered the Florida store. So this happened in Florida. Pepper sprayed an employee who also happens to be the owner's daughter, and then dipped out with some new inches. The owner described the criminal incident as horrific. The young lady who was attacked is recovering okay, per the owner's post. I hope those wigs were worth it, because once you decided to pepper spray my child, you turned a simple petty theft robbery into assault. Not pepper spray the baby. What? Assault and battery, and because you had that baby with you, you'll be charged on that too. The owner wrote via Instagram. Let me read that again. I hope those wigs were worth it, because you decided to pepper spray my child. You turn a simple petty theft into robbery with assault and battery, and because you had the baby with you, you'll be charged on that too. The owner wrote via Instagram. Sad that you're about to lose your children and freedom over some wigs. Woo, thank y'all for them hammers in the chat. This crazy now, okay? It's unclear how long the women lingered in the store before the attack and robbery. The owner has not released the video in question, but the women are captured clear as day in the security footage screenshots. And so I will blow this up a little bit bigger for you guys to look, okay? But as you can see, there are three young ladies in this picture right here. One is pregnant, one has a baby in her arms, and one is standing at the counter. Okay, now you know that a lot of these beauty supply stores are owned by Asians, and now the Arabs have infiltrated the hair business as well for melanated people. Okay, however, I believe that these are Black people behind the counter, right? So you know, Loca got a dissect it a little bit more, right? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Okay. Now, if these were Asians, because don't forget the Asians have infiltrated the hair business for the past 30 years. Flame up that chat if you with me. Everybody knows that the Asians have locked down the hair business for the past 30 years. And just here recently, maybe about 5 years max, have we began to claim what we spend the most money on. I mean, think about it. The economy would crash without Black dollars. This is part of the reason why they want to put emphasis on cryptocurrency. Because they know that as a collective, you melanated people spend the most money more than all the other nations. You will not be deprived as a Negro. You don't give a damn what the price is. Your motive as a Negro is I'll worry about how much it costs later. If I want it, I'm going to get it and don't no price matter. So you think the people that run these franchises and big corporations don't know that? They know this. But I want to know if these three young ladies would have went into an Asian-owned hair store and robbed them like they're doing these Black people behind this counter. Now, this is all allegedly. Everything being said in this video is used for entertainment and educational purposes only. These are just questions. Now, just because we see Black people at the counter doesn't mean that they own it. We all know that there's usually a foreign man behind the plan. But I'm just figuratively speaking, if this business was Black owned and Black operated, double shame on the mamas in the picture. You wouldn't dare let the foreigners reign supreme in your neighborhood. Okay, benefiting from your hard-earned money and never have caused them any problems. But the moment that your own people begin to rise above and claim what belongs to them and try to gain some power, you go rob in broad daylight. Either way, you should be earning whatever you get. You shouldn't be robbing either way. But I am just figuratively speaking and would not dare forget to mention that, you know, double shame on them if this business is owned by Black people, okay? Because we have seen this happen way too many times, and we're not happy about it, okay? So I did just want to go ahead and mention that. Let's move on. And I don't know how y'all feeling about that, okay? How y'all feeling? Here's a closer picture before we move on. And I mean, you know, to put those babies in danger, you know, one thing I do know is that there are different laws in different states. People will kill you over some merchandise this day. So you mean to tell me not only would you put the baby in your belly in danger, but the baby in your arms in danger? Do your dirt all by your lonely, bitch. What a joke. I definitely disapprove of that, the whole ordeal. Look at them innocent babies, don't know what's going on. And from the looks of this young lady in the green, she's probably one of them wretched hood boogers that asked to borrow somebody else's baby for the one time. I'm getting ready to go steal his hair from the hair store. Let me borrow your baby, bitch. I mean, look at her, navel pierced, stomach flat. Ain't no way you just had no baby arm baby like that, sis. And so you done put somebody else's baby and freedom and life in danger. We in here, midday Mayday, celebrity heat. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Okay. Unreal. Unfucking real. Okay. I didn't mean to cuss, but I ain't have no choice. Let's move on. Now, as we move on, you guys, and you know what? It don't get, it doesn't become any more logical. It doesn't become any more logical as we move on. And I may be laughing, y'all, but ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny about it. Okay. Now, a lot of people might not like this. Y'all know I don't give a damn. Okay. I want to move on to the baby's baby. Look at this beautiful little girl, y'all. Now, in front of us, we have Danny Lee. Okay. Remember, Danny Lee hadn't fully showed the baby until that ordeal happened with her altercation with the baby publicly. You guys remember a couple weeks ago, she outed the baby for being mean to her and putting her and the little girl out. Now, this little girl is a doll. She's so cute. Okay. It says, looks like Danny Lee had a change of heart about the caption on her recent photo of her baby girl at a doctor's appointment. Look how sweet and innocent, okay? She's definitely over there looking like daddy, okay? I hope that she takes care of that little girl without letting her relationship with the father be an influence, okay? So I just wanted to come and show the baby's baby some love and light for the one time, y'all. Yes, I did, because, I feel like the things that happened between her mama and daddy, she's going to see that later on, and it is quite embarrassing. Hold on, y'all. I got to get Louie. Give me one moment and thumbs me up for the one time. We in here. Celebrity Heat. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. All right, y'all. Y'all want to get into it? Let's get into it. As we move on, okay, I think I want to tap into the shade room a little bit. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody is feeling well. 'Tis the season, y'all. I really wanted to show y'all Louie, but they start stalking my dog. Okay, his hair is growing back, y'all. Louie's so freaking cute. I hate to brag, but I'm telling y'all, I got the cutest little dog in the neighborhood. Okay, and he's so freaking smart. Like, he's getting smarter by the day, right? So I think for the new year, I'm gonna give it about 2 more months, and then I'm gonna be looking to find Louie a little girlfriend. I mean, he needs a life too. I mean, he needs a little doggy life too. How y'all feeling about that? Y'all think I should get a Louie Dewey here? Oh, Woogie, a girlfriend? And y'all better not put Yaya, damn it. Don't y'all dare put Yaya in my chat. It won't be Yaya, okay? I don't want to have to fight old Uncle Walk just to get Louie some earth. Ooh, wait. Yeah, because y'all know dogs get aggressive when they need some earth, okay? They want to spread their little oats too, and speaking of that, I had thought about something, but maybe I won't say it right now. There's a time for everything. But keep that in mind, okay? You know that there is a new doggy on the scene named Smiley, okay? And Adrian claims that Smiley is a puppy, okay? And so, here's my thing. You better get him spaded. Get him neutered, okay? If not, drag on in, he's going to be humping everywhere, and we don't trust you, just period. Okay, period, point blank. But anyway, as I said, after the new year, we're going to get Louis some earth, okay? So y'all wait on that, up and coming soon. Now, I want to talk about something that we mention right here on this channel all the time. Kim Kardashian, on why she sometimes declines North's request for matching braided hairstyles after receiving backlash, okay? Maybe this hairstyle will look better on you and not me. Now, honestly, okay, respectfully, and I think this is a very good time to do this, you guys. I'm going to take a poll, okay? Now, before we even go there, okay, I want to mention, right? I do not agree with any type of racism, prejudice, or anything of the sort. I am a truth speaker, and my job is to look for the truth, okay? How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling about Kim Kardashian wearing the braids? Now, there are many white mothers with mixed children. If we have any white mothers in the building with mixed children, do you wear Black women hairstyles because your kids are mixed? Now, this is a pretty serious portion of conversation for the midday show. So if you're on edge and you take offense, you might want to exit left because it ain't gonna stop the commentary. First, I want to know how the people are feeling about biracial parents that are raising biracial children and the hairstyles involved. Now, how I choose to do this is I want to first give Kim a compliment, okay? Because I have seen a lot of situations where white mothers do not know how to cultivate mixed children's hair. Okay, now I'm seeing crickets in the chat now. I don't know what y'all scared of, but we came to get into it because this article is speaking of just that. Okay, Kim Kardashian is saying that her daughter asked her to wear her hair just like her. Now, we know that even mixed kids' hair is not like Native American hair, okay? Even if you're mixed, it's still necessarily not going to be Black hair, okay? But it still is different from white hair. So, how many white mothers do you know that wear Black hairstyles because they have a biracial child? Is that something that you all agree with? Put a flame in the chat. If you question the play and don't agree with it, put a hammer in the chat. So I first wanted to give Kim kudos for even getting her hair combed appropriately. It's very disappointing to see these mixed children whose mamas don't know how to comb biracial children's hair, okay? But Kim said that she's been getting some backlash for wearing braids. There is a terminology for this action. It is called culture appropriation. And we've talked about it many times. And I know that it's touchy for some people, but not me. I mean, you can talk about everything else. Why not we get into the meat and potatoes of this particular situation? Now, I admire Kim for doing it anyway, because she do have partially Black children. But does the public have a point there? Because they're the ones that's saying that they don't agree with how she's handling it, okay? Neighbors, it's no secret that people were a little taken back when Kim Kardashian appeared to rock some tribal braids. Well, during an interview with ID Magazine, Kim says it's mainly due to her daughter North wanting them to have matching hairstyles. Now, here's the problem with what Kim just said. Flame up the chat if you remember Kim wearing braids before North. Kim came out and wore braids like the old actress Bo Derek about 8 or 9 years ago, before North was even in the picture. I came to get into it. Yeah. So why would Kim use her daughter as an scapegoat? It's kind of like she threw the baby up under the bus. Listen, my daughter asks me to do stuff all the time, and I'm the mama. I'm the adult. I ain't doing it. If I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. And I damn sure ain't gonna blame my daughter if I did choose to. Okay. So that's kind of scary. That scares me right there. Okay. You know, it's almost like Kim had her some biracial children so that she could pull the hairstyles off. I mean, you don't see a white woman on this picture right here. You see what looks to be two mixed women or two women of a different ethnicity, of a different race. This doesn't look like a white woman and a mixed daughter. Okay. So Kim has gotten darker by the day. She's been rocking those braids. Okay. And I don't think it's right for her to blame baby North. That ain't right. Your job is to educate her and say, look, mommy's hair is not like your hair. Okay. You've got thicker hair. Okay. Your hair is naturally curly and my hairstyles is different from yours. Now, I'm not saying that other races can't wear braids. I mean, you've got genders infiltrating each other's sexuality space. So, I mean, you damn sure can wear a hairstyle of any ethnic in this day. I mean, let's just be honest. There's nothing you can do to stop it. They've been easing their way into this for a very long time. But she tried to, in my opinion, it was like she's flipping it around to try to blame it on the daughter. Like, only reason why I'm wearing this hairstyle is because North wanted me to. Listen, you could have made this a learning experience for other mothers who are raising biracial children. Even Black mothers. There are some Black mothers that have, you know, biracial children by non-ethnic males, non-ethnic men like Asian, white, you know, and they don't know how to comb mixed hair. I mean, get into it. It ain't just one way. Why didn't you use your celebrityhood to be an example instead of throwing your daughter up under the bus? Oh, I don't agree with that at all. And I'm calling dung on the play because you've been wearing the braids. Okay. You've been wearing them before you even had North. And I think there are many people in this live right now that remember that. Okay. Then Kim goes on to say, I would never do anything to appropriate any culture, she wrote. Honestly, a lot of the time it comes from my daughter. Wow. Asking us to do matching hair. And I've had these conversations with her that are like, hey, maybe it's the hairstyle that would do better for you and not me, she explained. But I also want her to feel that I can do a hairstyle with her and not make a big deal out of it either. It's something that she's really asking for and really wants. Kim then went on to say that braiding hair is technically a part of her culture as well. But then there's also a history of braiding in her Armenia, and people forgot that I'm Armenian as well. See, this is what it all boils down to. You don't want to give the Nijis, the natural cultural tribal people, which are of Niji, African roots, indigenous roots. And Armenian is not an indigenous. Armenian boils down to Caucasus, okay? Oh, she's about to upset myself. Yes, she is. Because this is deflecting at its finest. So you want to take the credit from the Black people that this braiding technique originated from. Who was the first people? I'm going to tell you something, Kim. When you get that law degree, come holler at me. Who started wigs and braiding? The Egyptians. Who were the first people to walk this planet of the earth? The melanated people. Who cultivated the whole land, entire world? Melanin, Nijis. What ethnic background isn't Armenian? Caucasus, Caucasian. So instead of saying, listen, I'm in love with Black people. Not only do I want to be Black, but I want any Black man that I can look at. I want the Black men. I want the Black skin. I want the Black babies. I want the Black clout. I want the woman, the body of a Black woman. I just want to be Black. Come on out with it. You want to blow up? Come out and be honest. Stop lying on yourself and your daughter. Okay. Ooh, y'all, we are calling dung on the play. Dung on the play, y'all. Listen, we about an hour in. Y'all know it's almost that time. Now, I don't know how y'all feeling about that, okay? But at the end of the day, this is something that you're going to have to be more comfortable with mentioning because they are pushing the interracial agenda, and there are going to be more and more biracial children in the year 2022 and the years to come. When you look on the media, all you see is interracial marriages and biracial everything. Nothing wrong with it, but we can definitely point out when there's too much of it. Okay? And so we will not allow anybody, not a celebrity, not an entertainer, to steal anything else from us. We know where braiding originated. We know where wearing wigs originated. We know where everything originated. We would have a much better life, a much safer life, a happier life if we could just learn to give credit where credit is due. And believe it or not, that is hard for not only certain individuals, but celebrities and other cultures as well. We're still in the middle of celebrity. Well, at the end of celebrity heat, y'all. Thumbs up the video. I know that was a breath taker, but too bad. We don't come over here to kiss ass, okay? The facts are the facts. It is what it is. Love it or hate it, we in here. Now, look on the screen at P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, Mary J. Blige, and I want to know how woke y'all are. All of my VH1, BET, Video Soul fans around here, I need y'all to help me out. Who is this lady on the far left? Oh, I want to see how cold y'all are. Please put it in the chat. We have the beautiful Mary right here. Mary J. Blige is really out here living her best life. Yes, she is. Looks like P. Diddy done had some things done to himself. But this lady on the left is significant to the whole bad boy industry. Come on, y'all. I'm not the only one. Nope, Michelle. That ain't nobody's mama. That ain't nobody's mama. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. How many of y'all know who that girl is and that with that blonde hair? I'll give you a hint. She's had that blonde hair ever since she first came out. Come on, Lucy. Lucy, you darn it. Y'all know Lucy wasn't gonna let nobody get it. Damn it. But believe it or not, this lady, okay, has been in some of the Biggie Smalls videos. She is a model. Remember her? She's the beautiful lady that would be in all of the yacht videos for Bad Boy Entertainment. She would have the short blonde hair. Flame up the chat if you remember her from the Bad Boy music videos. Y'all, she hasn't even really aged. She's absolutely beautiful. And she's been wearing that blonde hair from the very beginning of time. Y'all remember her? It's not so much of her, acting or singing. She's just always been a model for Bad Boy. And I think she had like some kind of fling ding with Biggie Smalls. Right around the time when Little Kim and Faith Evans did. The rabbit hole runs deep. But right now, you see Mary J. Blige getting fine as wine, so to speak. Don't beat me up, fine. I had to use that, okay? But I wanted to bring attention to you all how serious this industry is, okay? Right now, Mary J. Blige, there she is, VT. Kim, thank you. Okay, Mary J. No. I just want to point out that she is a video vixen from 20 years ago who hasn't aged, okay? That's basically what I wanted to point out. And I don't think people would have recognized that if I didn't say it, okay? But I want you guys to look at Puffy throwing up his hand symbols. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's Mary J. Blige's man in the middle. Okay. But look at Puffy blatantly giving you the upside down pyramid. Upside down pyramid. You got a picture of Mary with Trina. But when you see these awards happening and these celebrities come out and they start gathering together and start throwing out these symbols, you can always look for a death to come or elevation to happen. And so right now is ceremony, public ritual time. And even though Mary is looking good, we know that behind the scenes, there's something evil involved, especially when you're dealing with P. Diddy Combs, right? Now, as we wrap it up, y'all, because it's about time to wrap it up. Shout out to all the ladies. We in here. Celebrity Heat, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Paving this shit crazy.
Now, I don't know how many of you all are familiar with, keep up with the challenges, but we got one more exercise before we head on out of here, y'all. And I thought that this was interesting. Put it in the chat if you know of the challenge that is going on right now that was introduced by Tank, I believe. Put it in the chat if you know the challenge that's going on right now. And you know what? It could possibly be on another blog, but I was hoping to find it on this one. Do I see it in the chat yet? No, I don't see it in the chat yet. Okay. So believe it or not, part of social media's job is to see, to keep up a trend, to kind of see if they can introduce you to something and you will grasp it and, kind of do a study on how quick you grasp it, if it'll take off or not. Thank you, Miss Soft and Sensual. Okay. I'm just waiting for this old-timey I guess system I got to load up, unless they flag, and I'm not sure. Either way, we ain't going nowhere, bitch. Okay. But there is something, come on now, called the Tevin Campbell Challenge. Okay. So I thought it would be fun for us to do a quick little vote. And so what's happening is most of your celebrities have gotten on their social media page and decided to be a part of this challenge, y'all. And when I tell y'all it's lit, hopefully I can get this to load. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Well, y'all know what? I'm not into forcing nothing. I sure ain't. I ain't into forcing nothing. And y'all know me. I say F it, because it looks like we're having a internet. It looks like I'm losing connection. Anybody else losing connection? Yep, it looks like I'm losing connection, y'all. Now, while I try to do this really quick, I do want to mention something before we head up out of here. How many of y'all remember the blackout that they had? It was an internet blackout. Okay. Now, word on the curb is that there's another one. It's called the brownout. The brownout. So it looks like there is another blackout put in place. Okay. Y'all, this is something that we got to take very seriously. So what happens is they make you totally dependent on social media, the internet. It ain't like the old days where you can go call Pee-wee from down in from downtown, uptown somewhere to come hook your cable up and nigga rig it. It ain't like that no more, okay? It ain't like that no more. So you are dependent on the internet. You use it to memorize numbers. You use it to Google everything. You use it to correspond with people, communicate. And so if they black out things, if they shut down the whole net, you will be stuck. You won't be able to call nobody. You won't be able to reach out to anybody. And so there is a brownout allegedly put in place shortly here. So it will be another blackout where none of the social media sites will work. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Let's see if we can get this to work real quick. I'm going to head on out of here, y'all. I definitely enjoyed y'all for Local in the Midday. Let's get into this ultimate food battle for the one time. Now I tell y'all what, on my end, I couldn't hear nothing. So hopefully y'all heard that. Anyway, listen, it's a beautiful midday. Happy Tuesday to everybody, right? Make yourself productive. Even if you just do one thing productive. If you knock off one goal off of your list, then you've done good, okay? I really, really, really appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all know these middays mean a lot to me. Get into it.
Feel it, smoke that. I did it again. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, people try to pull you in this crazy game. And look, I'm bringing out all the facts and the things, supporting coming out from each anyway. The leaders in the city, I play no games. Now look, I got you back so much out in the face. It's hammer times on these crazy things. Now look, I get order even on a sunny day. The leaders in the aisles, this is the reason why we take support and rock with the crazy away. There's nothing you can do, so blame it on the game. And if it's hard for you, just please step away. There's nothing you can do. We are looking all the way. The unreal and little kids crazy every day. Look at it. The God is putting order in this place. And all the leaders say la 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is order. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is order. La 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is an order, la 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 loca.
Y'all, listen, it's dim. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I'm gonna continue to be the sun because there ain't no sun out around here. Okay. So hopefully I'll see y'all later on. It all depends on what that energy looking like. Hey, chat-in. Yep. Hey, Rochelle. It all depends on that energy. Okay. So look, please know I fucking love y'all. Period. Yep. And until next time, I holla. Much love, y'all. Hello.